Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome back to Watching Chickies. Now here on day 163 of our stream. Oh my, Miss Kagome, so loud today. Watching Chickies is the daily live stream here on Reddit and then later YouTube about the lives and development of these three young chickens. Before you in black is our ayam cemeni hen named Braveheart. There in brown and gold is our onagadori hen named Kagome. And over here in gray is our silkie rooster named Stormy. And all of these little guys are now 163 days old. We have been streaming them each and every day of their lives here on Reddit. And today they're doing quite well. They had quite the exciting day yesterday where we gave them, some Thanksgiving food. We gave them cranberry sauce for the very first time. We gave them some green beans. And we also gave them some sweet potatoes. And Miss Kagome is very bossy today. Today is the day that we have switched from their crumble to a new feed. And these are now layer pellets. And, well, Miss Kagome is not liking the shift. Oh, she's not liking the shift to pellets at all. The pellets are a bit bigger for the chickies. They have to work a little bit harder to break them up. And I don't think she really enjoys that so far, but hopefully they'll get used to it. If I see that they're not really eating it as much, I might end up using a food processor to break it down a little bit more for them. I don't think Kagome likes the extra work involved. And hello there, Memento Mori. Lovely to see you there. I always forget to bring that glass of water down here. I might just go ahead and grab it in a couple minutes. Yeah, my Stormy, yeah. So many chickie noises today. You got Kagome's squawks. You got Stormy just flapping about, making his little engine noises. And then you have Braveheart, who's just, in general, a lot more quiet. Oh, Kagome is in a mood today. I wonder if she's starting to get a little bit closer to laying age herself. Our Braveheart had yet another egg today, making this 5 days in a row that she has had eggs. Oh, and Memento Mori, glad that you enjoyed watching the chickies have their little Thanksgiving feast yesterday. Or as we called it at the time, Chicksgiving. And I was really happy that they all enjoyed the food. There was just a tiny little bit of sweet potato left behind. They actually did end up eating all of their green beans, which I was quite surprised by. They waited to have the green beans at the end of the day. First they had all of the cranberry sauce, then they had the majority of their sweet potatoes, and then they went for the green beans. So we got to see how picky the chickies were. They'd like to go for like one thing at a time. But they all had a good meal together. Braveheart really helped at our meal. The soy sauce eggs that we had, that she actually laid, were some of the best I've ever had in my life. A lot better than the store-bought or the restaurant varieties that I've ever had. And I attribute a lot of that to Braveheart's eggs, and of course to Lauren's cooking at the same time. And the chickies are just scratching about now, eating, drinking, and preening. A bit of a quiet day compared to yesterday, but that can be fun as well. Nice and calming. Before, when I was cleaning, I was listening to a video on my phone, and Stormy was listening and chiming in with so many rooster calls. These days, if he hears any songs, anybody singing from a television or something, he is liable to want to join in on the fun, and his version of singing is really him just crowing. And we see our Braveheart just looking for little bits and pieces of food there. I've seen her kind of pecking at the pellets there, so hopefully she figures out all of that is her new food. It has a nice boost of calcium in there for her, especially because she's laying an egg each and every day now. I'm not sure how long she'll keep on laying eggs every day, but you know, I guess she's just ahead of the curve for her breed. And hello there, Benelis. Lovely to have you here on the stream. Our Braveheart had yet another egg. So 5 eggs in a row. She is quite the little overachiever, our Braveheart. Hello there, Stormy, my lad. Oh, today's a pretty good day. We had a good Thanksgiving yesterday. The Chickies pretty much ate all of their food yesterday, including the green beans. The Japanese style dinner that we had was marvelous, and Lauren did such a phenomenal job with the cooking yesterday. I tried to help out with the cleaning and the prep and stuff. And yesterday I finished the first draft of a new novel that I was writing, so I was quite pleased with that. It ended at a little bit over 90,000 words, which I think in my Word document was like 360 pages or something like that. And maybe you do. We do not have cats, though my partner Lauren does like to think that chickens are kind of the cats of the bird world. Chickens do like to preen and clean themselves most of the day. They can be a little bit aloof at some points, wanting to not get pets, but then they'll come up to you and they'll want some pets. And chickens can actually be notorious for going after pests like bugs and mice on your property. So they're kind of like cats, just kind of in bird form. And Memento Mori, yes, it was a fantasy novel. I'd probably categorize it as an adventure fantasy novel with some elements of romance in there, a little bit of slice of life. I was inspired by Japanese isekai light novels. Ooh, Miss Braveheart, hello. Braveheart is liking the window today. And the Chickies do snuggle with me. In fact, let's go see about picking up our Stormy. There we go, little man. It's all right there, Kagome. I'm just snuggling with our Stormy. There we go. There we go, my little man. My soft and fuzzy little boy. Ooh, plop, plop, plop. There he goes. Oh my! Braveheart. You just tried to body slam Kagome. Wow. That was a lot of force that you put on there. Let me fix that up for you. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, we have been planning on reinforcing this structure with a bit of Gorilla Glue. And I think you just showed us that we need to do that if you're going to be doing maneuvers like that. Oh my, oh my. Miss Braveheart, what was that about? That was like a little attack move there. Come here. There you go. Got Miss Braveheart on my shoulder here. Oh, and she got right onto my arm. Hello there, Braveheart. Hello. Yeah. Right on my arm there. Uh-huh, that's you on the camera. Oh, dear. Here. Want to get down, Braveheart? Right back with Kagome. There you go. There you go, you two. Hello there, little man. Yeah. Flap, flap, flap. I'd like to think our little chickies can be a bit cool. They are 3 different breeds, yet they are just one happy little flock there. We try to give them quite a nice quality of life. They are a mix of indoor-outdoor birds who come inside for these broadcasts and to go to sleep at night. And then otherwise they go out to the yard and to their outdoor coop to hang out for a bit of time in the sun, a bit of fresh air. We have some UV lights in here to give them a bit of extra sunlight on days where it might be a little bit too cold or the weather could be a bit too nasty for them to go out. None of these chickens are working animals. They are pets, members of the family, and friends for life. So coming up the next week, I have a pretty, well, I'm going to be working for at least 3 days next week on sets. So there is likely going to be 3 days of the schedule next week in which Lauren will be doing these broadcasts, aka Chicken Mom, aka Daunting Walnut here on Reddit. So I will put out a notice for those days to let you guys know in advance. Because on those days when I'm on a set, it can be quite a long day. Ever since the TV shows and the movies have started up production again, since the pandemic hit, I haven't had a single day in which we have ended early. Most days, I'm usually on set for at least 12 hours. I think the longest day that I've had so far was 15 hours, 45 minutes. So on those days, it's likely that I leave before the sun even rises, and then I get back when the sun has already set. So those days, well, Lauren takes charge. She does her own chickie video from here, usually a little bit later than our 1 p.m. Normal time. But still, you get some time with the chickies, and we keep this lovely streak going. We have filmed the chickens every single day of their lives. And, they're some of the most well-documented little chickens on the internet as a result. Oh, Memento Mori, that's a good question. Is it hard to recover from such a long day, or are you used to it? To a degree, I'm used to it. It helps that most days of filming, you usually have at least one day in between another day of filming. So I usually just end up kind of sleeping in the next day. I feel like a lot of people do that. Um, and working on background or working on any film set, it's usually just little bursts of activity, followed by a lot of standing around. And you just really have to get used to being able to just stand on your feet for hours and hours and hours, waiting for direction, waiting for your cue to start. And, some people bring things to write with, other people bring their headphones, they listen to movies and TV shows. There are times when you're on set where you won't have access to that sort of a thing. I've been thinking lately maybe I should get one of those backpacks with the built-in little chair, because that could be quite useful, especially when you're standing on the street waiting to start your marks. Because most often when you're watching a TV show and you're seeing your main character go down the street and you're seeing all these other pedestrians go about, they are actually paid background actors. So they are waiting around on the street for the director to shout out background, and then they go on their cues. They walk back and forth for however many times they need to get the shot. Sometimes you can maybe get the shot in about 4 times. Other times you might be walking back and forth for hours, really. It all kind of depends on the director. It all kind of depends on the principal actors, whether or not they get their lines correct. There we go. I actually do find that I work with a bunch of the same background actors. The pool of background actors in New York City can be quite diverse, but because of the pandemic, I think we lost quite a few background actors because they've shifted to other places in the country. Some unfortunately passed away. There are a lot of older background actors, some who are retired, who do it to get a bit of extra work. And, there are others who have moved to different industries because we were shut down for over like half a year. So I do occasionally see similar faces at some of these productions. And it's quite interesting these days because everyone, each different studio, each different television production, each different movie production, all have different standards for how they are handling the COVID pandemic. The COVID pandemic, like some of them will say that they want all of us wearing N95 masks. There are other productions that will say they don't want anybody wearing N95 masks. They want us wearing face shields. There are some that want us wearing face shields and they want us wearing N95 masks. And there are some other productions which, let's say, are a bit more lax in their COVID-19 procedures that put way too many people into vans. There you go, Miss Kagome. Lovely. And Wake Up the Sleepers. Thank you for the Hugs Award. Much appreciated there. There we go. And Bumpty Dum Dum. As background actors at a table in the restaurant, do you have actual conversations? And no. More often than not, we are told to not make a sound. So most of the time when it seems like you're seeing a background actor talking in the scene, they are actually just miming everything. They're just pretending to talk, and sometimes in post-production, they add sound to the background to make it look as if there is talk going on. Oh, and Daunting Walnut will be down in just a little bit with a few snacks for the Chickies. I suspect they're going to be getting some popcorn. They are going to be getting some carrots and other things. We have chickens in their own special room here. And hello there, weirdest man. This is a room devoted to the chickens, a little chicken playroom. Ooh, hello there, Braveheart. Such a little flap. Miss Kagome is a fussy girl there. We have 3 different breeds of chickens here. And right here in gray, we have our silky rooster named Stormy. Over there in black, we have our ayam cemeni hen named Braveheart. And over there, our bossy little chicken in brown and gold is our onagadori named Kagome. Kagome is an endangered breed of chicken. They come from Japan. Their tail feathers can grow out to be more than 20 feet long or over 6 meters. And they're all just kind of playing on the pile of dirty blankets that we're about to clean over there. Miss Kagome, come here. Naughty bird, naughty bird, naughty bird. I'm putting her right on my shoulder now. Oh dear, Miss Kagome. Oh dear, come here. Come here, it's okay. There we go. Shh. Oh my, fussy Kagome. She is such a loud girl today. I suspect that Kagome is either... Here we go. Back onto the cubby. Back onto the cubby. So she's been having some arguments. Oh, she's been having some arguments with some of the other chickens lately. And she has gotten very annoyed at me because we have switched their food to pellets. And she's not liking that. She's not liking the new food pellets. Oh dear. We are well insulated in here, so the neighbors can't really hear us from here. We have a fairly big property. I haven't heard her so loud in a while. Mr. Stormy's getting a little bit bothered by it. I hear a few little grunts from him. Oh dear. So we do let the and she got Stormy crowing. She got Stormy crowing. So we do let the chickens out every day. They go to their outdoor coop. They have free reign of our yard. We bring them in here for these broadcasts. And at night, so they are safe from any local predators. Oh dear, so much little chicken anarchy right now. There we go, there we go. Got Stormy here with Dad. I'm gonna give him a few pets and that'll probably stop him from crowing for a minute. He's gotten so antsy from Kagome. Or maybe not. Maybe he'll just crow right here in my lap. There you go, little man. It's okay, it's okay. There you go. And Christy12, thank you for the silver award. Much appreciated there. We have 3 different breeds again. In gray, our silky rooster there named Stormy. The silky breed is covered in these soft fur-like feathers. In brown and gold, we have our onagadori hen named Kagome. the little leader of the flock. She has a 15-inch long, she has 15-inch long tail feathers right there. The onagadori breed can have tail feathers up to 20 feet in length. And then we have Braveheart right here, who is our ayam cemeni hen. The ayam cemeni is a breed with hyperpigmentation, which means this black coloration goes all the way down to her very bones. And PM me, thank you for the rocket like there. Braveheart has recently started to lay eggs. She has had 7 eggs so far now in 9 days. In the past 5 days, she has had an egg every single day, which is a bit unusual for her breed, which usually only has 2 eggs a week. Stormy the rooster is quite nice. He is quite fluffy, and he gets lots of pets from us. We sweep up and we mop up after them about twice a day, and we clean the blankets and the towels through a sanitized cycle and through an antibacterial cycle on our dryer. I believe these are Cole Haan just shoes here. I just like them because they're just slip on and easy to bring in over here. Goodbye World, thank you for the helpful award. We actually used some of Braveheart's eggs the other day for our Thanksgiving meal. We had a Japanese-themed Thanksgiving meal. We made some soy sauce eggs, which were the best soy sauce eggs we've ever had. Some other people might call them ramen eggs. The chickens are quite lovely. We have raised them by hand. We pick up each of them every day. We give them all pets every day. And all 3 of these breeds are known for being quite people-friendly. So as a result, they kind of see us as members of their flock, members of their family. And Miss Moneypenny, thank you for the silver award. And whoops, 127278, thank you for the wholesome award there. They are very friendly little guys. They do spend time outside, but we don't let them sleep outside in their coop because of local predators such as raccoons. We've had friends raising chickens in this area that have unfortunately lost hens to raccoons, and we don't want that fate to befall our little chickens. Just because your coop is predator resistant does not mean it is predator proof. And since these guys are pets, we don't want them to meet such a fate. And little Johnny, thank you for the wholesome award. Much appreciated. And no, we are going to be keeping them their entire lifespans. It doesn't matter to us when they no longer produce eggs. We just want them to have long, happy, and healthy lives. Ecstatic virus, that's a good question. Soy sauce eggs, they have that soy sauce flavor that kind of seeps into it, but then you soft boil them before you put them overnight in the soy sauce. So they still have like a creamy, yolky texture to them, and they're quite lovely actually. And raccoons can be quite a danger to chickens, especially chickens of this size. The raccoons in our area are about the size of medium-sized dogs, whereas our chickens are quite a bit smaller. Chickens have very bad night vision, and when raccoons go in, it's usually in the middle of the night, so the chickens don't have much of a chance of really fighting back. And Square Ear, thank you for the silver award. And no, the room doesn't stink. We sweep and we mop about twice a day. The room actually smells most strongly of chicken feed right now. And yes, the hairy one, Stormy, is a silky rooster. The brown and gold one is our onagadori hen, and the black one is our ayam cemeni hen. And 31 Theories, thank you for the Gobble Gobble award. Much appreciated there. So all 3 of these guys are one flock. They're all chickens, which means that they can interbreed. Once our Stormy manages to successfully mate with one of the girls, he's tried to mate with the girls quite a few times, but it never really pans out for him. We will get some little hybrid chickies in the future. So all of them will be half silky like their dad. And it just takes like, we sweep, we mop, we use the washing machine. So it doesn't take all that much time once we have a schedule. There we go. The eggs so far for our Braveheart are all a light pink coloration. Thank you for the rocket like there. Spicy Cupcake 12. And they're all quite friendly little birds. These are definitely pet chickens, members of our family and friends for life. So they're here mostly as little companions. Chickens are incredibly social little creatures, and they can easily kind of incorporate their human caretakers as part of their flock. They just consider you to be part of their family. They either consider myself and my partner Lauren to be really big chickens, or they consider themselves to be really little people. And we will definitely be updating everyone once we start to hatch some little hybrid chickens. I'm going to sit down here next to them. Yeah, Miss Kagome, yeah, Dad's on your level. There we go, there we go. And, the chickens have different levels of intellect. I would say that our Kagome and Braveheart tend to be a little bit smarter than Stormy, but Stormy has a pretty good heart. He's a pretty laid-back little rooster, and he's our little buddy. So, we love each and every one of the chickens. Kagome there, our hen, is the sort of alpha chicken of the group. Stormy, our rooster, is somewhere in the middle. And then Braveheart, our biggest hen, she, doesn't like to make any waves. She's usually the quiet little chicken. But she's the only one actually producing eggs so far. Sorry about that, Stormy. Sorry about that. Chickens can be quite, lovely as you raise them. You just need to make sure that you follow your local laws and regulations. In our area, we are allowed up to 8 chickens and 1 rooster. Certain places will only allow like a couple chickens. Other places won't allow any. Most places have laws about roosters. So we're going to have to be very careful in the future if we do have any other little roosters. I am a professional background actor. That's sort of my day job. I work in New York City. I commute for that job. I go on to various shows. And, you see someone walking in the background. Hey, it could be me. There we go. Lovely, lovely. Silkies are definitely really nice little chickens. They have very good little personalities. They're very mellow as well. Hey, babies. And here comes Lauren with a few treats for the chickens. Stormy is very pleased there with his little flap.
Hey, babies.
No, chicken's going about.
Oi!
Oh, Stormy, be nice. Be nice to Miss Kagome. Oh, dear.
It's treat time.
So, Lauren, what is this treat?
This is carrots and daikon radish left over from yesterday.
Ooh. Carrots and daikon radish.
What they're really interested in is the popcorn I got. Hey, guys.
Popcorn? Oh, dear, popcorn. There you go, Braveheart.
Let's get through the food processor because they don't like it when it's in big kernels.
No, but Braveheart really appreciates this now. Oh my. So Braveheart went right for the popcorn. Kagome was enjoying some carrots and daikon radish until she noticed all of this popcorn. She's given it a look. Is she going to go back for the radish? Some of them do like eating from the hand. There goes Lauren. Oh, there's some happy chickies there.
There you go, baby.
Yeah. Oh, I love his dopey little clucks there.
Good, Stormy.
There we go. And we do spoil these chickens rotten. We like to give them lots of different treats. Oh my, raining popcorn there. There we go. There we go.
Stormy.
Stormy. Oh, he's walking in the wrong direction.
Stormy.
Oh, he dropped
Sorry,
some on
Braveheart.
Braveheart there.
Stormy. There you go.
There you go, little man. Oh, raining popcorn. Well, Thanksgiving is over, so that's usually the time people think about Christmas. So I guess raining popcorn would be a miracle for these little chickies. And of course I could show my face. I'm a professional background actor, so I show my face all the time anyway.
And I don't have one.
And Lauren doesn't have a face. She prefers not to do that because, well,
I'm the faceless old woman that lives in your house.
Sure, let's go with that. The King's Caught, thank you for the silver award. That's much appreciated. These little chickens are pets. They're members of our family and friends for life. They are inside for these broadcasts. They are inside when they sleep at night, but otherwise they go outside to their outdoor coop during the day to enjoy some fun in the sun and to enjoy some fresh air. The only days where they spend a bit more time in here is when there is some bad weather or it gets a bit too cold for them. There we go. And we are actually in the Nutmeg State of Connecticut here. Pretty close to the New York border, which allows me to do my background working job pretty well. I've been in shows like Law and Order, SVU, FBI, Kimmy Schmidt. I have been in Blacklist, Gotham, Orange is the New Black, Bull, and a bunch of other shows, Manifest. Junie 3434, thank you for the Platinum Award there, much appreciated. And dealing with the chickens mess is easy. We just need a mop, we need a broom, and we just do it twice a day. That's a good question. How cold is too cold? There are some chickens that are a lot more cold weather hardy than others. All of these guys are not really all that cold weather hardy, so if it gets to freezing temperatures, we don't really want them going outside because they could get a little bit too cold. We have supplemented their light in here with UV lights, which give them extra natural sunlight. There we go. The chickens do poop on the blankets. We clean the blankets through a sanitized cycle in our washing machine, followed by an antibacterial cycle in our dryer. So that keeps them pretty clean for the chickens. We do that about every 2 to 3 days. So it's pretty easy. And Lauren, have a lovely day.
You too. Bye, babies. Be good little chickies.
Yeah. And Junie 3434, thank you for the Wholesome Pro Award there. Much appreciated. And Fuzzy Wuzzy, thank you for the Thankful Award there. There we go. And the chickens have calmed down nicely. Kagome is happy now that she has a lot more food there. And the mess really isn't much to deal with. It's just like 15 minutes out of your day each day. A little bit of sweeping, a little bit of mopping. You're done with that after about 15 minutes, and it's well worth the investment for us. The floors are linoleum, they are easy to clean, and the chickens are safe, the chickens are happy, and we are happy as well. And this room is the only room that the chickens are in. It's devoted to them. And they're not in the rest of our house. And most of the day they do spend time in their outdoor coop, which means they are just fertilizing our lawn most of the time. In fact, we actually do collect anything that we pick up here with the broom, and we do just kind of dump it into our compost bin as well. We do not feed them chicken. We do collect their eggs. We accept their little egg donations. Braveheart has only recently started to produce eggs. She's producing a lot more eggs than we thought she would. The ayam cemeni breed usually only produce about 2 eggs a week. But somehow, over the past 5 days, our Braveheart has produced an egg every day. So in the past 10 days, she has produced, what is it, like 7 eggs? It's quite phenomenal. So the chickens don't really tend to get bored because there's 3 of them. I recommend anyone when they get chickens to have a minimum of 3 chickens. That's because chickens are very social little creatures. If they only have you in their lives, then they can get very bored. They can get very lonely, and a lonely chicken can be a sick chicken. They can get depressed, and but if they have 2 other friends to be with at all times, they will be a lot happier for it. And 404 Ninja Not Found, yes. So far, now a Braveheart streak for having an egg a day is 5 days in a row. So we are quite impressed with our Braveheart there. There we go. Well, these chickens are not working animals. These are pets. We have some quite aggressive raccoons in our area. We have had friends that have lost backyard chickens to them, and we have gotten lots of attention to our coop during the night. So we have the space for them here in their own devoted room for the chickens to keep them safe at night, so we have opted to do that. We just spend the extra work to clean up after them every day, and it's not an issue for us. There we go. So we are not like running an operation here. We are not running a business. We're just enjoying the chickens' presence. Yeah, they're quite calming. They're quite lovely. They have definitely been a way to stay centered during this past, well, very disruptive year. And, you know, they're quite lovely little members of our family now. Oh, and that's lovely, Team JDL. You have 12 chickens. Your old girl is 8 years old. That's quite nice. It's a little bit after 2 p.m. over here. We are in Eastern Standard Time here. We're on the East Coast of the United States in the nutmeg state of Connecticut. And chickens, you know, their prices can vary depending upon their breeds. The 3 breeds that you see here are a bit more unusual. In brown and gold, we have our Japanese onagadori named Kagome. Their breed is actually endangered. I think there's only about 250 breeding pairs left in Japan. In black is our ayam cemeni named Braveheart. And they have the hyperpigmentation, which means the black coloration goes all the way down to their bones. They come from Southeast Asia. And over there, our fuzzy little boy is our silky rooster named Stormy. The silky breed was originally bred in China around 2,000 years ago. They are always covered in these fuzzy fur-like feathers. And yeah, they are quite lovely little chickens. If you hand raise them, if you pick them up every day, they can quite well bond with you. They do like getting pets. They do like getting picked up. And, you know, it's just a different experience Like farmers generally are dealing with dozens or hundreds of chickens. They don't tend to form deep bonds with their chickens. They don't treat them like pets. And, that's their prerogative. That is their relationship with their animals. Their animals, in that case, are working animals. Ours are not. They are just our happy little friends. And I imagine that chickens have been used as sort of little background actors before. If you see a movie with a bunch of chickens in the background at one point, very likely there has been some sort of animal production that has gotten involved, and they are charging a fee of some sort to show the chickens in that movie. The chickens do often kind of cuddle with us. Right now they're kind of in eating mode right now, as they are just eating the popcorn, as they're eating the carrots with the Japanese daikon. So yeah, they are having just a very good time today. Our chickens don't attack us. They have known us their whole lives. We have been hand-raising them since day one. So they just see us as either big chickens or they see themselves as little people at this point. And I have been called the Bob Ross of chickens before, or Burb Ross, or Bird Ross. They can eat for quite a bit if they want to. They can also play around. They like jumping around. They like being outside when we bring them outside. Around 2:30 p.m., we usually bring them back outside to their coop, depending upon the weather. And they will eat until they're full. Our chickens usually know when they're full and they stop eating, so, we're never really worried about them overeating. Gazoon tight there, my little Braveheart, little chicken sneeze. And yeah, we usually do these broadcasts just as a way for people to chill out for a while, to enjoy themselves. Some people call it their little daily dose of chicken therapy. It's hard to feel mad, bad, or sad when you're just watching three little chickens just live their best little lives. There we go. And our Kagome has calmed down quite a bit from the beginning. I think a nice meal has really helped her temperament. She was really fussing over those new pellets that we got. I have just moved them off of eating the grower crumble that they were used to, and we have moved them on to more adult food. We have moved them on to the layer pellets, which are more formulated for, the hens that are actually laying eggs. Because at this point, we need to be concerned with Braveheart's calcium because she's producing an egg every day. Oh my, Mr. Stormy. Oh my. And it doesn't take that long at all for us to clean up after the chickens. It takes about 15 minutes a day. You might be thinking it might take more after raising chickens because you're dealing with dozens of chickens. We only have 3, so there's only so much mess that they can make every day. So it just takes 15 minutes of sweeping, a little light bit of mopping, and boom, we are done for the day. There we go. Stormy is on the same food at the moment. He is okay on it, and I think he's being a little grumpus right now. Let me see about giving him some popcorn. Mr. Stormy. No? Well, Miss Kagome will go for it. There you go, Miss Kagome. Yeah, I know you're a happy hen. Uh-huh. Kagome likes popcorn too? Okay. So Stormy should be good on the hen pellets as well. We also like to supplement their food with these little extras, like you see Braveheart enjoying the daikon and the carrot right there. So yeah, I think he should be pretty set food-wise with us for a while. And of course, it's Braveheart who's the hungriest one, because of course she is producing an egg every day. I've noticed, since she started to lay, that her just hunger has gone through the roof. Oh, let's see how Stormy's little waddles are coming in. Let's come here, Mr. Stormy. Come here. Let's examine Stormy's waddles. They are not very pronounced, as you can see. They are just tiny little nubbins so far. His most impressive feature right here is his hairstyle, the lovely blue on the side of his head, and his very impressive yet bulbous comb that he has. That's kind of like two baked potatoes put onto each other right there. Hello there, little man. Hello. You're having a good day today, aren't you? And yeah, he has tiny little waddles right now. But eventually, you're going to be a slightly bigger boy. I know. Plop, plop, plop. There goes Stormy. So today has been a lovely broadcast day. Glad to have answered so many questions throughout the broadcast. Today, they are 163 days old, which means they are 5.5 months old now. So they're not quite 6 months old yet. But Braveheart's already producing eggs. She's laid an egg a day for the past 5 days. They are indoor-outdoor birds. So they come in here for the broadcast, and they come in here to sleep at night. And that's mostly to keep them safe from local predators. And then they do have their outdoor coop, which they do spend the majority of their days. Oh, and Sandias. Yes, that is the difference between hand-raising chickens. Sandia says, so calm. Mine wouldn't let me anywhere near that close, but I didn't hand-rear them. And that can be the big difference when you hand-raise a chicken versus just kind of letting them be to their own just business. That's why on most farms, if you get close to a chicken, they'll just kind of run away from you because they'll just see you as this giant who is out to either try to eat them or is trying to steal their eggs. Whereas these chickens kind of look at me and they see either a big chicken or they think that they are just little people. They see just myself and my partner Lauren as members of their flock. Oh, and Stormy was just letting his air out there. There we go. Well, generally speaking, I don't talk too much about my own eating habits. Well, we do accept the donation of the chicken's eggs. We actually made some soy sauce eggs out of some of Braveheart's eggs, which were quite lovely, ramen eggs. We will not be eating these chickens. These are members of our family and friends for life. They are pets. So yeah, we're not viewing them in that way. Oh, I see Stormy's little look. Are you going to try to mate with Miss Kagome there? He's eyeing the back of her neck. One of the ways that little roosters initiate mating is to start to peck at the back of the hen's neck. And then if the hen is receptive to mating, She then kind of sits down, and the rooster grabs onto some of the feathers and tries to jump up. The whole mating procedure, once they're up there, takes only like 1 to 2 seconds. Roosters are pretty quick at what they do, and it's all done. They jump off, and you might have a fertilized egg at that point. And on average, roosters, once they are fully mature, can mate up to 17 times a day. So far, Stormy has tried to initiate mating on many different occasions, but both of our girls have not been receptive. Kagome over here usually just yells at him, gives him a little bit of a peck, and he backs down. Braveheart has adopted the strategy of when he starts to do that, she just runs away, or she just jumps to a higher level. So Stormy has never actually managed to seal the deal, so to say. And yes, I will let you all know when Stormy is successful in mating. It's quite likely that we probably will witness it on one of these streams in the future. It doesn't take long. It might happen in a flash, and that will be an indicator to us that some of their eggs are actually fertilized. Solid Squirrel 14. So to tell if an egg is fertilized is a bit hard at first, because a fertilized egg is almost identical to a unfertilized egg. It's just like a tiny pinprick that's in the egg, like it's almost imperceptible. So what you need to do in that case is you need to get the egg. You either have a chicken sit on it for 10 days, or you have an incubator and you incubate it for about 10 days. Then you take it over to a light like that, and you look through the shell. If it was a fertilized egg, you'll start to see dark shapes going through it as the embryo has started to develop. If it was an unfertilized egg, what you have on your hands is a ticking time bomb. It will be a rotten egg, and you'll want to throw that away. If you let a chicken sit on a rotting egg for long enough, it can explode, which will make quite a little mess. There you go. There you go. So they're having a good day today. Yesterday they had their Thanksgiving feast, and today they're getting some Thanksgiving leftovers from our meal. With the Japanese daikon, the carrots, and then Lauren made them some nice lovely popcorn, which they enjoy. So it's just been really great to see them enjoy a meal together. Braveheart does need to kind of replenish after having so many eggs and every day in a row. And I'm glad to see our Kagome has settled down. She's doing a little bit of preening. She's no longer being fussy over her new pellet food. If she starts to be so fussy about the pellets, we'll probably start to break them down a little bit more to make it easier for her to eat them. Oh no, Hamsame 3. We didn't have Braveheart sit on the eggs she produced for 10 days, because none of the eggs that Braveheart is producing right now are fertilized. Our Stormy hasn't managed to successfully mate with Braveheart even once. So none of Braveheart's